Hey guys, and welcome back to FITMAS with Flexis. Today we're talking about shoulders, and I'm gonna go to the gym and take you along with me to come see my workout and learn more about how you could get sculpted shoulders. So what you'll see in today's workout is that we're gonna be doing each exercise in a specific order so that your muscles don't get tired and that you start compensating by using other muscles that we don't wanna use. So this way, you'll be maximizing each exercise and also get the total benefit of the whole workout so that you get the results that you're looking for. So this is why you want to join the Flexis Fitness community, because I'm here to teach you unique information every day about how you can get in the best shape of your life. And I know this works because I've helped hundreds of women do this. So if you want to keep on learning about proper health and fitness, be sure to scroll down below, click on that subscribe button to join our family today.
The first thing we're going to do is muscle activation, which I mentioned in other videos how important it is to properly activate your muscles that you'll be training. So why do we want to activate the shoulder properly before we train it? Well, the shoulder is a three-dimensional joint, and the socket is actually the shoulder blade. So there are many muscles that we're going to be working in the coming shoulder exercises, and it's important to know how to activate them and get them to work together properly to avoid any injuries that come with an inadequate warm-up prior to training. So we're going to activate our muscles by doing the band pull apart. Now, this is an exercise that I include in all of my upper body workouts and that I also do on days where I'm not working out because it helps with posture. So you're going to need a resistance band, and the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're rolling your shoulders back and bringing them down. As you pull the band apart, you want to think about keeping your elbows locked so your arms stay straight, and you also want to think about squeezing your shoulder blades once you get to the end position for 3 seconds, and then slowly bring it back in front of you. You'll want to do 2 sets of 5 reps, consciously thinking about squeezing your muscles. There's also a lot of range of motion and freedom that comes from the shoulder, so it's important to work on that so that we have it during the exercises. So to do that, we're going to do band shoulder dislocate. So this exercise can be used with a band or a stick. In this case, I didn't have a stick available to me, so I'm using a resistance band. But as I'm doing, I'm focusing on trying not to pull the band apart as I bring it back, because that's considered cheating. So just like the band pull apart, you'll want to make sure that you're keeping your elbows locked so that your arms stay straight during this movement. And how far you could go back really depends on your current shoulder mobility. So if you can't go all the way back, don't worry, it will improve as you continue on doing this exercise. With that being said, if it feels easy to bring your arms all the way back and down, then you could always increase the challenge by bringing your hands closer together, which is also a way for you to keep on measuring the progress of your shoulder mobility. So you'll want to do 2 sets of 5 reps. So now that we're warmed up, let's get into the workout. So first up, we have a superset. So what this means is that we have 2 exercises that we're going to be doing back to back with no rest in between for a total of 3 rounds. So the first one is front to side shoulder raises. There are 3 heads to your shoulder, and this exercise works both the anterior deltoid, which is the front of your shoulder, and the medial deltoid, which is the side of your shoulder. So one thing you want to think about before starting this shoulder exercise, and pretty much every shoulder exercise, is that you want to think about actively depressing your shoulders. So that means you want to think about pulling your shoulder blades down. This will allow your side delt, so the medial deltoid, to work harder and make sure that your traps don't take over. Same thing for your front deltoid. You'll want to think about actively pushing your shoulders down and then lifting. So yes, this might require you to drop the weight you use, but it will guarantee that you're working your shoulders the right way. So after you've done 5 reps, you're going to go directly into plank burpees and do 5 reps of those. So now you're probably wondering, Alexis, I came here for a shoulder workout. Why are you making me do burpees? Well, truth is, I'm that 5% of the population that really just likes doing burpees, so that's why. But all jokes aside, I add the plank burpees in just because it got my heart rate up a bit. One thing to keep in mind while doing these, though, is that you'll want to make sure that you're not rushing through it. So when you go into the plank position, go into a full plank and hold it there for 2 to 3 seconds before jumping back up. So think about locking your hands into the ground, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, and squeezing your glutes and core to make sure you're getting into a stable position. I know that once again, this is a lot to think about, but it will ensure you that you're getting the most out of this exercise, and that's what we're all about here at Flexis Fitness. So I actually did 10 reps of plank burpees here, but don't worry, you only have to do 5 reps. It's just that when I get started with burpees, I kind of get a bit excited and just can't seem to stop. So once you finish those, you'll want to go directly back into the front to side shoulder raises, and then you'll repeat that again for another 2 rounds. So after that, I did 3 sets of 5 reps of the dumbbell shoulder press. So one thing you want to keep in mind while doing a shoulder press is you don't want to press up mindlessly by just focusing about getting the weight above your head, because this will result in you getting the same overactivity of your traps, just like we talked about in the first exercise, the front to side shoulder raises. So instead, before beginning, you'll want to once again think about pulling your shoulder blades down and then letting your arms rise up and thinking about bringing your biceps towards your ears. So you're letting your biceps lead the way. So as for the actual movement, there are 2 things I want you to keep in mind. So you don't want to let your elbows drive behind your head. So they should be positioned slightly in front of you, angled at about 30 degrees so that the dumbbells are traveling up and above your head. And that way, your shoulder will be moving naturally in the direction that's supposed to move in and not cause any shoulder impingement. And the other thing is you'll want to make sure that you're stopping when your elbows and upper arms are perpendicular to the ground so that you could keep that tension on that mid delt. So once you've done 5 reps of these, you'll want to rest for 45 seconds and then do 2 other rounds. So I ended off the workout with cable face pulls. So this is a great way to end off a shoulder workout and most importantly, train the rear delt, which is one of the 3 heads of the shoulders. So it's the back of your shoulder that is often forgotten about. So you'll want to attach the rope attachment to a high pulley. And as you're pulling, you'll want to focus on pulling and keeping your knuckles facing backwards so that you're providing support for your shoulders by what we call externally rotating them. Allow your elbows to drive back, so you want to get that extension of the elbow back behind the body. And then once you get there, squeeze your muscles and hold for 3 seconds. So you'll want to do 3 sets of 10 reps with 45 seconds of rest in between each set.
So you know that was a great workout when your hair has to go up in a pineapple bun. So I hope that you feel the same way too. And if you do, give this video a thumbs up. And while you're there, if you have any questions at all, be sure to leave them in the comment section. I'm here to help, so I'll be happy to answer anything that you need to know about. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting a new video tomorrow, so I hope to see you there. Take care.